Austin?
You know, it's nice. It's always great in Austin. One of the few places you can wear shorts year round. So that's
even when it's cold, because
right.
you're a Texan.
Well, yeah, it's never cold there. But yeah, things are going good.
Good. Well, that's great. I know that you have your album Blue Bandana out.
Yeah, it's our latest one. It's the 14th one. Doesn't seem like
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy. You know, we put out our very first one back in 1994.
When you were just a child.
Oh well, you know, I had a lot more hair then. Not near as many tattoos, I guess. But yeah, it's funny when you're in the midst of this journey. You kind of have your blinders on, and you don't really look back. But
you're
it's
just going.
Yeah, it's crazy to actually stop and look back over all these records. But wow, it's.
Well, I thought to myself, somebody referred to as a red dirt legend, and I thought to myself, he's not old enough to be a legend. Are you old enough to be a legend?
God bless you. I don't know how old you have to be. I guess I've done some legendary things, but I guess if you're what do they say? If you're a legend in your own time, then you're kind of a I don't know, victim of that legend, you know, or at least everything you do is judged by the legend.
Yes,
at least,
that is true.
I like to think I'm a work in progress. I hope I haven't reached that legendary status.
I like
just
work
yet.
in progress myself, Brandon. Well, I wanted to ask you, Blue Bandana is an interesting title to me. Have you ever worn a bandana of any color?
That was always my thing, you know. I always kind of had a blue bandana back when I was in college, and I remember when I was first kind of getting into country music, I would show up at things, you know, and have this bandana on. They'd be like, "Man, take that bandana off. You look like some sort of pirate," you know. And so I was like, "Man, this is my look. What are you talking about?" Of course, at that time it's because I was like, "Man, my hair is starting to loosen my hair." So yeah, I mean, it was kind of something that I always wore, and it's kind of strange because it's kind of become kind of a look in the red dirt scene. If you look at a lot of guys, they wear those bandanas, and I still break them out from time to time, especially when I'm out sweating, you know, at these shows. You don't realize, you know, if you don't have any hair, the sweat just rolls right off of you, and then you end up burning up.
That's where we get the heat out of us. So yeah, you're right. Well, let's return to the album. I noticed in listening that it's what I call clean. It's almost underproduced. I can hear you. I can hear separate instruments. It has a folk music quality to me. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we tried to do, you know. We were like, let's just go in there and put up some really good mics and record on good preamps and just do what we do. Let's not overthink things and try to make it 100% perfect. If you listen to the record, you can hear me breathing. You can hear, you know, me knocking on the guitar.
Right.
Things that make people know that this is real, you know, in a world of all this, you know, pitch correction and over-processed music. It's like we've lost something, you know. And,
yes, we have.
And maybe I went a little too far the other way, but I thought that's what my fans like. You know, they like not only in content, they like it a little bit raw and real, and but also in production value. So that's what we just tried something different, and it seems to pay off so far.
Good. Well, I understand you're thinking about getting right back in the studio before the year's over.
Yeah, I just wrote a song. It's called Flag, and it's we've been doing it live the last just 2 weeks, and man, it's gotten such a response. Just people coming up after the show, you know, saying that song really touched them, and you know, I think in the midst of all this craziness that's going on in the world, which it's always crazy, always has been, but it seems particularly crazy right now. I think.
Yeah, and it's so shoved in our faces now. You can't get away from it.
Well, and you know, look, we're divided on every front here in America, from, you know, black and white to rich and poor, or, you know, blue states and red states, and in the end, we need to come together, and I think that's what this song.
We are all in this.
That's
together.
right. You know, we are in it together, and we're going to rise or we're going to fall together. So, I just figured that this would be the perfect time to release this song. And
great. When do you think we'll be able to hear it?
I'm hoping in early 2016.
All right, we'll be looking for it. Yeah. Now, it's getting to be that time of year. Everybody's working, and then here comes Christmas.
I know, it's crazy.
And everything stops. What do you do when the kind of break that we have in December and January, and you're a working musician.
Well, you know, it's crazy. Just to give you an example, on Thanksgiving, I was driving 8 hours. We were on the road, so I didn't really get to enjoy my family like I would like to. But in this new world, it is kind of crazy. I actually pulled out my iPhone and got on FaceTime, and my mom and my wife and everybody, they just sat the phone kind of on a shelf in the kitchen while they were all preparing it. It was like I was just there, and it was kind of, you know, it almost seemed like I was there. But
That's great.
you know, I like to spend time with my family in Tulsa when I can. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it this year. You know, I've got a show on the 23rd, and we're also in the studio too. So
You're gonna have your Christmas after
yeah,
Christmas.
I think it might be another FaceTime Christmas for the Jenkins family.
Now hear a song title in there.
There you go. That is a good one. That's a good one.
Well, if people want to find out where you're playing, where do they go?
You can always, BrandonJenkins.com is kind of the best place to figure it all out. It kind of hubs everything together with our Facebook and
you
Twitter.
can see videos.
Yeah, got a few videos on there.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming in,
Thank you.
Brandon.
Thank you.